Hi, everybody. I wanted to talk today about some of the basic things that I share with clients when they come to session and they're like, oh my gosh, this shooting or that political court decision or like there's been so many things that have been happening and not just these last couple of weeks. I mean, I feel like I could say weeks, months, years. And so today I want to just talk about not only like how easy it can be to just kind of avoid collapse, like kind of go into this mode of reactivity where we're trying to compartmentalize and make it, which I totally get, and something that I do too. But I want to share some of the ways that I re-engage when I'm able. um, Being engaged allows me to process what's happening, and that's so important somatically, emotionally. um it it's not always easy though. So the first thing that I do in terms of engagement is really about mourning. And from a nonviolent communication perspective, what mourning means is, using the feelings list and the needs list, and just saying like, yeah, I'm appalled or I'm horrified, I'm feeling scared, like kind of getting in touch with the feelings and whatever unmet needs. Like I'm wanting some shared reality. I'm wanting some hope. I'm wanting, I'm sad about like how little partnership I'm experiencing in this divisiveness, or oh my gosh, like how are the kids of this whole generation doing? I'm scared and just like wanting support, whatever it is. Like seeing if you can take the story, the content of whatever's up for you, and feel into like what are the feelings and needs beneath it. That's the mourning process in a nutshell. So another thing, notice what's happening in your body. Like as I think about this, I mean, I lose my stomach clenches and I lose my breath a little bit. And I always like to spend a little bit of time just breathing, like just coming back into my body, like feeling my feet on the floor, connecting to my heartbeat, just seeing if I can get back in here. Like, I don't know if you ever like dissociate and just kind of like leave and space out. Um, and so sometimes it's just about like, okay, let's see if I can just come back in here. Am I willing to come back in here and just be in, and sometimes in these really difficult places for just a little bit longer? Um, can I do that? Am I willing to do that? Another thing that makes a huge difference. I mean, we're relational mammals, and so connect with somebody. Um, if you have somebody in person that you can connect with, like you can actually feel a real live nervous system in your physical space, that's ideal. Somebody that can kind of get it, can kind of hold some space for you. Um, that would be the most ideal. But short of that, a phone call or a text, or sometimes for me, even just like certain groups on Facebook, social media can give me some of that sense of connection that I need, because part of this sort of reactivity that happens in terms of a collapse, avoid there's sort of an isolation component to it often as well. So notice when you're isolating, and check in and see if that's really meeting needs, or if that's part of like kind of this kind of a reactive pattern for you, and see what you can do to connect if so. um, the other thing is really just to like think about those needs that you've already gotten in touch with, and take some kind of inspired action. Like, allow yourself to just, what's one thing that I can do? Um, can I write a letter, to a congressperson? Can I research what kinds of groups are caring about the things that I'm caring about, and show up at a meeting? You know, um, is educating myself, like in terms of some of some of the horrific racial things that occur. You know, for me as a white person, it's like, okay, like some of my inspired action is about really digging in and doing the research to educate myself, you know, and then it's like, all right, taking inspired action can mean all these things, but seeing that you um, are responding in some way often not only like does something towards meeting those needs, but also kind of like re-engages you with a sense of sort of empowerment or agency, even if just a little, even if we're just moving the needle a tad bit. Like to see try and do that. So see if one of those is one that you feel up for today. You know, morning feelings and needs, getting in touch with your body, connecting with somebody, taking some inspired action, and allow it to kind of move, even if just a little, whatever intensity is otherwise sitting heavy in you. Okay. Let me know how it goes.